Hey everyone! Today we're going to take a look at the stylized version of the skull. We're going to start with a nice round shape for the cranium, as we did before. You see I drew a center line here. We need this eraser. Up. So this is going to help us, especially for the eyebrows and the eye sockets. First we have this. And we can already draw a little line here where we're going to cut off a piece. We're going to cut off a slice of the skull here. Alright. This is where we're going to have the eyebrows. And here we're going to have the dental sphere where the teeth sit. Alright. Here we're going to have the cheekbone. And we're going to draw like an angry skeleton. So this is going to look like this. And we can draw the eye sockets here. And the nose over here. All right. So we'll make sure that our symmetry looks fine. Sometimes we can design a little wonky and make things asymmetrical. But for this one, I want at least the teeth be symmetrical. Okay. This eyebrow seems to be a little higher, but that's fine. Okay. We're going to erase some of these lines. What I think is really cool if we cut this open. Maybe this guy was wounded in a battle. He got cut by a battle axe. And this is why his head is split, I think. This makes him look extra badass. Okay. Here we get the cheekbone. And of course we need a jaw. The jaw is going to sit somewhere here and connect here. And we could like make a really nice one, but I think it would be fun to have like a big jaw. Let's try something a little more exaggerated, and if it gets too much, we can still drive it back. So what if this is going to be our jaw? And this is going to be the area where our teeth are going to sit. Like this and like this. It's not going to have all his teeth, just a few of them. Okay. And we know the jaw is supposed to look like this. We're going to do the same thing here, and this goes on top of this. So it's going to look like this. Let's give him a chin as well. Or her, I don't know. Maybe let's make this a little thinner. I think it's going to be fun if this part is going to be really thick and this one is fairly thin. We can make it look a little more interesting. And also, we're going to try to keep our shapes neat and round and readable. So the big shape is going to be this, and then we'll cut out this part and add this part and this part. And the same thing applies here as well. Maybe we're going to remove some of the teeth, but first we're going to try to make it look neat and readable and symmetrical. This looks a little funny, so maybe I'm going to exaggerate it a little. Usually you would have like a shape that's neat and round, and we would show that by suggesting the teeth wrapping around here. But maybe it'd be more interesting to make it look like there's a straight cut here and here as well. So, and we're going to draw big teeth because it's going to be a cartoony character. And so I don't want to have any necessary details, any unnecessary details. I want to keep it simple and readable. Okay. And let's remove this tooth. And maybe these two as well. And this one. Okay. Let's flip this guy. Okay, oops. Oh, like this. And we'll do a final check before we do the clean drawing. Like this, and we're also going to fix this area a little. I think it should look more like this. And it doesn't matter for these cartoony character designs. If something is a little wonky, we can just embrace it and enjoy our accidents and see if we can make something from it. We said that we have like asymmetrical eyebrows. Let's exaggerate this a bit more. So let's have this one a little higher. We'll keep it thick, and this one is going to go down. So we'll have a really grumpy face. Maybe this is like an undead merchant. I think that would be fun to have this guy who's going to sell. He's going to sell us some cigarettes. Cigarettes and booze. Well, I'm not happy with this area. So we have this shape like this here, but then we also need to have the angle for the jaw we should probably come out like this. So this should probably look like this. This makes more sense. And here, we'll then have to go like this. Up like this. Okay. Let's flip this guy again and see if it got any better. It definitely looks more interesting now. Okay. Great, I think it's time to clean him up. Okay, slightly smaller brush. And I'm going to have him like this. And we can incorporate some of the details we've learned, like this hole. It's going to look cool. And here it doesn't have it. All right. And then we get the eyebrow. Here we get a part where these two parts are fused together. All right. And here, I'm also not sure how we're going to solve this. So we got the eyebrow. The bony eyebrow is lowered, so it gets high up here. And here we have to somehow make this work. It's going to be tricky because, of course, the bone is not able to raise an eyebrow. So we have to improvise. Okay. This is going to look like this. And then we will have our upside down heart shape here. I'm going to choose a shape that looks like this. I'm not going really angular, and I'm also not going to go for something really cute. I want to have something that looks round and neat, but still not too friendly. So this could be probably a concept art for a cute game. So we see that this is going to be maybe an enemy or a more ambiguous character, but it's not super evil or super creepy. I'm going to draw the teeth here. Like this. And we got the hole for the tooth here. And another tooth coming like this. And here we got a suture as well. And I'm going to draw a few of these and maybe we'll erase them in the end. If the character isn't readable enough, we're going to remove all those details or a few of them. And we'll do it until we find it's readable again. And we're going to use these here as well. These holes for the nerves, for the eyes. And we're going to use them to make him look a little more upset, maybe. Like these lines, I don't know, I feel like they are going to be useful to convey a little bit of emotion. But I'm going to drive them back a little, because I also feel that they might be confusing. All right. And we're going to draw this bone up. And then we're going to draw the jaw. So the angle would probably be back there. So let's fix that. Usually I rotate my canvas if I have to draw stuff like that. But I don't want to make you dizzy, so I'm trying to avoid this as good as possible. I might sometimes still use it. But in general, let's see if we can make it without. So we're drawing the jawline again. And then we will place the teeth. Like this. Here we're going to create a little socket. Okay. And here we're going to add a little texture. Okay, here we want to show how the skull was split. Maybe there's a few more dents here and there. Maybe he died in a battle. It took a lot of hits to his head. And this is why he has his dents on his skull now. Cool. All right, so we can turn off our sketch layer, and this looks fairly good, I would say. So we're going to add some additional shadow here to indicate that the cheekbone sits on top of the jaw. We're going to do the same thing over there. All right, and we're going to do it here, and we're going to do it here. And now we can add a little bit of occlusion as well. Okay, there we have it. If you like this, take a look at my book on Amazon, and I see you next time.